for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm gonna remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Beyonce Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass
BoxingVoice.com.
and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. A hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another flagship edition of this Previews and Prediction Day right here, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going down. Harrison Charlo predictions, Jacobs, Chavez predictions, Fujimoto, Daniel Dubois predictions, Danny Garcia, and Ivan Redchak. They don't fight this weekend. We're just talking about these guys because they're talking about Crawford, I think. I don't know. But they're on the... four topic buttons, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be talking about these topics. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline, heading out to Indiana.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, man, what a day, and shout out to everybody out there in the TBV universe, bro. God damn, we had a day today. Fucking Jeff Horn got the victory over Michael Zafaro, but that was yesterday morning, but I figured I would bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Over in London, we had Richard Riakpo get squeaked by with a unanimous decision. That 117-111 was a little bit too wide for me, but hey, it is what it is. And man, we had the press conference, the final press conference. Charlo, Harrison, FS1, man, I'm talking about, bruh, them guys do not like each other. And I know people like, when did this all go wrong? Me and Ness was in New York for the first press conference. It wasn't like this. But we'll break it down, get into that, and a lot more shit. What's going on, Ness, man?
What up, champ? Yeah, man, I watched that press conference, Harrison, like, he didn't throw a punch. He tried to smack his hand, Charlo was, like, pointing at him. He tried to smack his hand. Like, it got real quick. He was calling them all types of pussies and like, whoa. Yeah, I wonder if they'll shake hands or hug after the fight.
Absolutely not. I don't see those guys even. No shaking hands after the fight. They didn't even shake hands after the face-off on Fox. So I just think, man, rewinding real quick, when we was in New York, you know what I'm saying, it was very, very respectful, you know what I'm saying. Harrison was thankful that he was getting the opportunity to fight Charlo, you know what I'm saying. He gave Charlo props for taking the fight with him. And then after the first fight in the ring, it seems like Harrison's stance is like Charlo said some shit that I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? He said that Harrison told him that, man, no matter what, I thought you won. Harrison, hey, hold on, bro. I didn't say that. And I think that point on, that's when the bad blood really, really started. And that's when these guys start going in opposite directions.
I mean, I can see it too. Like, if I didn't say something and you putting words in my mouth, especially on that stage, I could see Harrison get upset. But it's definitely made for a great build-up. And for Harrison, this has brought a resurgence to his career. He has been knocked out twice. He was considered, the B-side going into this. This has given him not only a lot of confidence, but popularity. Do you think that it's going to transition, I guess, or transcend into that ring on Saturday? Is his confidence going to somehow shine?
Honestly, I think if he goes with the same game plan that he had the first fight, box, you know what I'm saying, and just be maybe a little bit more aggressive, you know what I'm saying, and I think he will, just because the level of disdain that these guys have for each other. So I definitely think his confidence can translate into the ring. And don't forget, we've seen Charlo have problems with boxers in the day. Julian Jackson, what's his name? Yeah, Julian Jackson. And Trout. You know what I'm saying? He went to a decision with Trout, I believe, last year, and he had a problem with Harrison. So it's not like I know people like, man, he knocked out Julian Jackson, but up until that knockout, you can say that Julian Jackson was winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's out of the realm of a possibility. So he has problems with, you know what I'm saying, guys that can box. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I think it's going to be a good fight. The only thing that I'm thinking about, if Jermell Charlo was pressing for that knockout in the first fight, and all these, you know what I'm saying, mental experts out here, you know what I'm saying, we had the people that came out for Joshua, and they say Joshua was mentally weak. What I'm seeing from Jermell Charlo, you know what I'm saying, would lead me to that, you know what I'm saying, like closer to than it with Joshua. And is he going to come out pressing again, want to get a knockout, want to shut this guy up, Mr. Keep running your mouth? So that's another aspect that we got to look at. Will he be over aggressive?
That's like what I believe. I mean, based off this last press conference, Jamal looks real hot. You know what I mean? He looks like he can't wait to get his hands on Harrison. And, the truth is, we don't know what that means. We don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think that we're going off history, and history kind of teaches us if you go into a fight angry, it won't play out your way. But, this could also make for a better fight because he seems anxious to get his hands around Harrison for sure.
He ain't the only one, though, bro. Like, I'm looking at Harrison, you know what I'm saying? He's telling this guy, like, bro, ain't no way you can beat me, you know what I'm saying? I would never lose to suckers, this and that. And one thing that I have to bring up that just stuck out to me this whole press conference, this whole build-up for this rematch. Charlo is still harping on the fact that I know maybe Harrison did fake an injury, but dog, that's over and done with now, bro. How many times you gonna bring it up? He fighting you in 2 days. Why are we keep bringing up this injury when you got him in the ring 2 days from now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's because he looks at it like, I won. You needed to pull out. You needed more time. Like, that's a win for him, I think. Like, tell the people, you pulled out. You wasn't ready. You don't really want this. That's why you pulled out. I'm assuming that's how he reading it. Feel me? Like, he taking it as a win.
He told him, like, all right, cool, man. Yeah, sound good. He told him that. I mean, what else you want him to say? You know what I'm saying? He already said it live on the press conference. Man, you right. Yeah, I faked that injury. But you keep on bringing it up. Then you keep on bringing up the fact that you won. One thing about AJ, one thing that we have to, and I do this because it's a rematch. AJ didn't make no excuses by a loss. He didn't blame it on the judges. He came to terms with his shit, even though it was a punch from the guys. He found a way to wrap his head around him being knocked out, whatever way there was. He found a way to have his brain wrapped around the fact that he was stopped by Andy. Charlo ain't wrapped his head around the fact that he was beat by Harrison on 3 judges' scorecards. Not one, not a majority decision, not a split decision, a fucking unanimous decision. And I think that could have a little say-so too, and like give you an insight to his psyche right now.
Yeah, Mike, but also, all right, you got 3 judges that seen it against you, but you got, millions of fans telling you won. You got your brother thinking you won, your whole team thinking you won. A lot of people do think he won. The telecast, the broadcast tried to make it seem like he won. So, as much as this is a rematch for Charlo, it's a rematch for Harrison. He's got to prove that he could do it again. It's no different than Andy.
Absolutely. And I think that's probably what's motivating Harrison, you know what I'm saying? It's probably why he relocated down to Florida and did all those things that he don't normally do, because he feels like he still has something to prove, because he has the world and a lot of Charlo fans saying that, hey, man, you was blessed, you know what I'm saying, with a victory. He got reporters, you know what I'm saying, asking him, hey, man, were you blessed with a victory, or what? You was blessed? No, I mean, so I can see that aspect too. Like, he got pressure on his shoulders too. And he been talking a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So you got to back that shit up too, homie. I'm just being real with you. You can't be talking like that and come out there and get knocked out, get your ass whooped. They ain't gonna look good for you.
So what do you make of him taking it down to St. Petersburg over there, Florida, to Keith Thurman's gym? No sparring with Thurman, but at least advice from Thurman.
What he said it was, you know what I'm saying, I had to refine that hunger, you know what I'm saying? I just got championship. I didn't want to be too comfortable. I didn't want to be too laid back. I didn't want people to have a whole lot of yes men around me. So I went to Florida, you know what I'm saying, got hungry, refocused, away from my family, away from the people that I love, and brought my team down here and rededicated myself, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was a good move, and I think what Jermell did was too, you know what I'm saying, keep it, you know what I'm saying, how you been doing it. If you feel more comfortable in Texas at home, then keep on doing that shit. So I ain't got a problem with either guy. Whatever, you know what I'm saying, you feel you're most comfortable at, and you feel like you can get the best preparation for this upcoming fight, do it.
Definitely. You know, I'm kind of in a a bad spot. Like, I've never picked against the Charlos. They've always been dudes that I thought Nah.
Not even a Trout fight?
Nah.
Okay.
Trout versus Jamal?
Yeah. Trout versus Jamal. Because this one, like, Trout was still considered
Nah.
pretty good, right?
Nah, but that's when Jamal stopped liking me, though, because I was a little critical of the performance. I mean, not stopped liking me, but he definitely had something to say, I'll tell you that. But yeah, man, it's hard to pick against him. But I'm worried about the frustration. I'm worried about the anger. Is that gonna get to him? You know, I know in the first fight I picked Charlo, and I probably thought he was gonna stop Harrison because guys like Willie Nelson stopped Harrison. But I don't know that he can anymore, man. I don't know, but I was wrong the first time, right? When it comes to Andy and AJ, I picked AJ. He gets beat. Second time I picked Ruiz, he gets beat. So, you know, I don't even know what to do right here. I just know it's a good fight. I'm going to go with the fight fans. So corny. Mike dipped off. That's why I waited, because he didn't get a chance to write it. Now, I really don't know, though. I'm being honest, man.
I'm just getting my pen ready, you know what I'm saying, so I can get everybody's shit down, you know what I'm saying? And
'Cause,
next
like,
year, Info Joe, I will be taking for the whole year, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go get me like one of those ledger books, so everybody have they name down.
Because honestly speaking, I do want to say Charlo. Like, that's my safe pick. Charlo is, you know, who I've always rode in with. But then it's just like, yo, this dude's doing something different to Charlo. Something I never seen any other opponent do to him in terms of pre-fight hype, mental, get in his brain. Is he going to be able to function the normal way? So I'm really don't know. What about you?
I'm going Tony Harrison. I think the mental warfare. Damn.
Welfare.
No, not welfare. Warfare. I think he said welfare. That Harrison's been doing on Charlo, bro, I think that it has some effect. And I just feel like if Charlo feels like he's down on the scorecards, he might start pressing. And I really think Harrison may start to sit down more on his punches, because he really don't like Charlo either. Both guys don't like each other, and that may open up for like both guys. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go Tony Harrison, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Jermell, you know what I'm saying? But over this past year, I became a bigger fan of Tony. Big ups to both guys, and I just hope we get a good fight.
Yeah, man, difficult, man. Boxer, puncher, or boxer. And you know, he didn't sit down on a lot of his punches in that first fight, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know if Harrison is the solid pick. You know, I think Charlo's aggression and frustration is gonna make the puncher in this fight I don't know, man. I'm gonna go Harrison too, man. I'm gonna go upset, man. I'm gonna go upset again. I'm gonna go
You
with
sure
the
you don't want to,
underdog.
you know what I'm saying? These fans call in that may be able to sway your opinion. I can leave it open.
Nah,
All right.
nah. I think that, I've never seen Charlo like this. I think I'm within my right to pick against him. He's showing us a different side of him, one that maybe not everybody's going to agree with, especially when we seen him being,
Bruh,
very
let me tell
overly
you what
aggressive
happened.
in that first fight.
Let me tell you what happened today. I'm sitting here like about 30 minutes before the show start, and Ellie go live. So he interviewing Charlo. And I guess some other reporter asked Charlo, like, we seen you pressing the first fight, you know what I'm saying? You was head nodding. What are you gonna do differently in this fight? Charlo was like, man, I'm even shocked you asked me that kind of question. You think I'm about to give you my game plan? No, what? Don't even ask me no more questions. I was just like, bro, why you snap on a reporter? That's a question that you can say, hey man, I'm not gonna reveal what I'm doing or something like that. You have to snap on it, man. So again, that just gives me a little bit more insight to his psyche right now.
Yeah, man. I don't like seeing him that bothered. You know, that's a common fight week question. You know,
every fighter get it. If especially in a rematch, you know, we seen the first fight. We know we heard Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, bro, I could be absolutely wrong. Charlo goes out here Saturday night, gets a knockout live on Fox. But one thing that I do think that this press conference and these PBC on Fox did help. I do think more people are going to be watching this fight, and it may turn out to be the most watched fight this year.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't really like the whole press conference on Fox. Like, they never give me any sort of notification that it's gonna be there. My YouTube doesn't tell me. My TV doesn't tell me. How the fuck am I supposed to know the press conference is on? Do they just assume we watch Fox 24/7?
Yeah, it was on FS1, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to my guy, motherfucking Ron G. He texted me, like, you watching this shit? Harrison going in? I'm like, what are you talking about? Is it on YouTube? No, it's on FS1. I'm like, so I got to go out here and fucking find a link for FS1 because I ain't got cable. I could cut the cord a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? You got a little Hulu package, but anyway. Yeah, man, so I ain't got that shit. So I'm just like, bro, what is going on? Are we going to be able to, like, are you guys going to upload it tonight or upload it tomorrow or some shit like that? Like, guys are dropping the ball. Why not live stream that shit? Just like we just had Jake Donovan on. You know what I'm saying? And his biggest thing was why y'all didn't live stream the first one. Y'all gonna upload it later. Y'all doing it again. People watch YouTube a lot now.
And let me tell you, just like you, before the show, I'm just trying to consume all I can. I'm watching all types of videos, get my mind sharp. Nothing for Harrison Charlo except Face Off. Shout out to Fight Hub. Nothing. I don't get it, bruh. Like, they're dropping the ball, man. I'm telling you, they're dropping the ball. DAZN will package some highlights in a minute. Just keep it real.
What they just did for Jacobs and
behind the scenes footage.
Risotto.
Yeah, I seen that. Before you sent it to me, I seen it because I ain't like the title because, you know, they made it sound like he ran down. That shit was mad amicable until the security showed up.
Both niggas had fights this weekend, so you can't really expect much, you know what I'm saying? But I like that kind of stuff. Like, bro, let me know what's going on. Like, I wouldn't even never seen that if it was on FS1 and hadn't been uploaded.
Honestly speaking, that was very important information because it let us know, you know, to say, like, fuck, Daniel got another $1 million. Daniel got another $1 million because Chavez missed weight, and somehow he thanked Risotto for that, which I really didn't get. Like, you know, he kept thanking him over and over. Like, thanks for being the replacement. Because of you, I got another M for that. And I'm like, what in the world does Risotto got to do with Chavez missing weight and Chavez having to pay Jacobs money? But the point is, without them packaging up that little highlight, we wouldn't have known that. That's just the bottom line.
I ain't gonna lie. Jacob got me liking him a little bit more after that shit, bro. Jacob is a funny guy. I just had to let him know. I ain't gonna let guys just disrespect me in this sport. I just gotta let him know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too, you know what I'm saying, hostile with him, but I had to let him know. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? It makes boxing, you know what I'm saying, more fun, more storylines in it and shit.
And I get him, man. You know, for Rosado, I understand him, and you do exactly what you do if you're Rosado. You know, he did what we always telling fighters to do. Shout out to Rosado, being from the mean streets of Philly, already East
Rosado,
Coast.
man, because I ain't never seen nobody just knock Rosado out. I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad though, because he was up there trying to make a case and shit, and Daniel's just like, bruh, your resume, like, you see, and y'all get at me. This fight is telling you, like, bruh, what I get out of fighting you? Look at your resume. What you mean? You was knocked out by Lemieux. Like, he was giving it to Rosado, right? I'm like, damn, son, why you gotta go so hard on him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, he came for it.
Rosado was like, man, you see what I did to Select? He like, what? Bruh, get a win. I'm like, damn, son, chill, bruh. He went hard on him, man. It was
crazy.
crazy.
They say Callum Smith supposed to be at the Chavez and Jacobs fight, so.
Bruh.
Bruv.
You seeing your mans in the audience? Book bag with the hoodie on, trying to hide?
Ooh.
Trying to stay low-keezy in Arizona?
Who that?
Yo, that SB winner.
Your man out there?
Your man, not my man. That's your man.
Yeah, I mean, Canelo?
Nah, the former. I mean, you know he can't win the SB with Canelo in the running. Talking about the former SB winner.
Lomachenko? Floyd?
Nah, Bud's out there at the DAZN presser, bro. They even shouted him out like 3-time champion. They lied. I'm like, oh, 3-time, you wildin'. Is it
division?
Okay. Maybe they said 3 division. I don't remember. Yeah. But they was like, yeah, Bud Crawford, and they panned to him, and he was out, but he was behind a barricade. I'm like, hold on, this is a little fishy, or is it not? Dun, dun, dun. Like, is Eddie meeting with him already? Because Eddie been saying a lot of Crawford video. Like, last 48 hours, I've heard Crawford name on Eddie videos a lot. I mean, you know, is he trying to, you know, hey, look, he said he was courting Mikey for a year and some change. He might be starting.
I think I'm an Eddie fan now. Let Eddie fuck around, get Bud over there.
I mean, the only thing he could offer him is Mikey, though.
Yeah,
I mean, he could offer Mikey and Liberty, though. Freedom.
Hey, probably off him fucking one off, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, do what they doing for Demetrius Andre.
Nah. Yo, listen.
And apparently, Eddie he's not afraid to spin the bag. Mm-hmm. He told Earl, I can get $8 million right now. You fight Mikey.
Yeah.
So he'll get Danny nigga.
I mean, yo, you know that's crazy when he was offering Mikey 8 to fight Earl on the zone and gave him 7 to fight Vargas on the zone. Off a loss. Mikey out here big pimping, doing his thing.
That nigga with his nuts, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
for real.
and I watched a Ring TV magazine with Cynthia Conti. Wow. You heard me?
Yeah, with Cynthia Conti.
Bruh, he even got a co-promotion deal. It ain't just a one-off. It's a one-off with the option, but he also get rights on the card where he get his fighters on too. It ain't just him. Like, you ain't just getting me. It's me plus a couple of my fighters on the card.
Academy fighters, okay.
Yeah, man. He bossing out here.
Man, that's what you're supposed to do, bro. Yeah. Like you can get deserve what you can negotiate. And Mikey, man, like Ness just said, it was $8 million last year to fight Earl.
Yo, they said Crawford had a hoodie and sunglasses. I thought I seen a backpack with the black hoodie.
$7 million to fight Jesse Vargas, man. Good,
$7
man.
million. Bro, how you only go down in value? Meanwhile, Sean Porter could get dropped out the top 15 in the IBF for losing to a top welterweight in the unification, but Mikey only lose $1 million in purse.
I want to see how much Sean make off of Errol Spence loss.
Bro, all I'm going to say is, man, if you really into boxing, you make sure you marry yourself a Mexican girl, man, so you can ensure that your kid is good. Let's be real. How the fuck does Sean get dropped when he lost to Kell Brook He went under 115. He
That's
lose
the
to
argument
Sean.
we've been having for the
He
longest.
lose to Spence now. He at top. He number 10. Mikey lose. We talking about, fight Pacquiao, take this $7 million for a tune-up and this co-promotion deal, one off.
Bro,
You
Mikey
still a
losing
free
wasn't
agent. He even
wasn't
said
even
that.
as competitive as Sean Porter. Like he wasn't even nowhere near the same fight.
No, I know. In that Conti interview, he said, I know they like, it's everything I said on the show yesterday. He said, I know they saying I signed a Matchroom, but technically I'm still a free agent. I get to do what I want. I'm like, oh, Mikey, you ain't playing. He learned, man. That 2 years on the sideline with Top Rank taught that boy how to maneuver. Ain't nobody moving like him.
No, not.
I mean, he went Top Rank PBC, Top Rank PBC Showtime, PBC Fox, now DAZN. Like, he got the best.
For Broner too. He got a nice little bag for Broner.
Ain't for Rojas on Showtime. That's what I'm saying. They gave him. He got a lot of exposure, man. He got a lot of exposure.
Knockout. Robert Houston, you know what I'm saying? Beat him pretty well. So, yeah, man, Mikey out here, man, using what he got, you know what I'm saying, to get what he want.
I mean, if you out, you ain't really mad because, you put him in there with Earl. You expected Earl to beat him and Earl to get the cachet. And if you Mikey, you lucky. You lucky. I can't believe that he's still that, like, he's shining that hard that they want him, that he's worth that much. Like, that much. Like, that's a lot, bruh. But shout out to Mikey doing it, man. What's up next?
Next up, man, we got in the co-main event. We got the return of the Nigerian. Is it the Nigerian Nightmare?
For Efe Ajagba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's Efe the one and only.
Okay. Efe the one and only Ajagba versus Iago Kiladze.
Yeah, that's the dude Michael Hunter beat.
Yeah, 10-round heavyweight fight. It's a good barometer for Efe. Michael Hunter beat him pretty well. So if you're gonna be half as good as Michael Hunter or as good as I think that you can be, then you should go out here and get rid of this guy pretty easy.
I wonder if he's still trained by Freddie, that dude.
Freddie Roach?
The heavyweight was trained by Freddie when he fought Hunter.
Freddie Roach?
Hell yeah, man. What other Freddie you know that trained?
Shit, I don't know. Okay. I mean, if he is, I don't think that's going to mean a whole lot. I know Michael Hunter beat him, and I just think that when you're looking at Efe, they're really trying to, know what I'm saying, build him up right. And I just think that Efe with like Ronnie Shields and that jab, I think it's going to be tough, you know what I'm saying, for this guy.
Yeah, this dude ain't nothing, bro. He's soft.
All right, next up we got Jhack Tepora and Oscar Escandon. He back. 10-round junior lightweight fight. Jhack Tepora is a pretty good he fought somebody not too long ago. Let me see.
Every time I think of him, I think of sushi.
Oh my God, you ain't no good, bro.
I mean, tempura?
Yeah, exactly. I know. But yeah, he fought, let me see. This guy, Jhack, his record is 23-0, 17 knockouts. He just came off a Jose Luis Gallegos win by UD. And that's about his most notable name to date. But I heard his name more than once, so he's fighting Oscar Escandon, 25-5. Oscar is coming off a victory, I believe. No, he coming off shit. Oscar coming off getting his ass, man. Yeah, dude should knock this guy out, man. Oscar coming out 3 knockout losses to Gary Allen Russell, to my guy Nambiar, who's going to be fighting Gary Russell for the mandatory.
You know that's a unification. I hope Crawford watching and taking notes. You see, somebody's always listening.
The IBO? Yeah, you got the IBO right.
Gary's unifying with the IBO and the WBC. Boom.
And also, Oscar Escandon was knocked out by Brandon Figueroa in his last time out. So, should be a nice barometer for Jhack Tepora. All these guys were able to get knockouts of this guy. So, you should be able to etch your name right on in there. I mean, Oscar Escandon, I'm saying, he's a little bit older now. So, I don't see him putting up much of a fight.
Yeah, man.
Next up, we
Hugo Centeno is back.
Yeah, Andre Dirrell is up before him though. He fighting Juan Cabrera in a 10-round super middleweight fight.
Damn, that's Dirrell. That ain't even Anthony.
No, that ain't Anthony. That's the one that's got knocked out by Jose Uzcategui. I think the last time we seen him out. So yeah, man, he had his little saga with Jose. Ain't been back since then, so it's good to see him back in the ring. Let's see where he goes from here. I'm sure he'll be a opponent for one of the 168-pound champions pretty soon. Hugo Centeno Jr. is back against Juan Montiel in a 10-round middleweight fight. I guess he just back, you know what I'm saying, get the rust off. I know he was about to fight somebody, but it got canceled or something like that, right?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Let me see, man. This over here helping me out a lot with this Hugo shit.
mean, bruh, you talking about dude? I never heard of these dudes.
Yeah, he just fought Willie Monroe and he lost to Willie Monroe. That's what it was.
Yo, poor Willie, man. Did PBC drop him or something after that drug test? It's like we never heard of him again.
No, he fought Hugo after the drug test. Beat him by UD.
Damn, man, it's like we don't hear about him no more though.
Low profile. How did you say this guy's name? Eimantas Stanionis versus Julio Cesar Sanchez, 8-round welterweight fight. I know Stanionis, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him once or twice on PBC. He's a pretty good fighter, so glad to see him in an 8-round fight now. Karlos Balderas faces Rene Giron in an 8-round.
Yo, Balderas supposed to be an Olympian. This is the slowest Olympian I've heard of, like moving.
He was in the 2016 class?
I don't know, but he's the one that signed Schaefer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. He is. Adrian Taylor versus Jermell Perez in a 6-round heavyweight fight. So Adrian Taylor is maybe another heavyweight that we need to look out for. That's the only reason I put him on the list.
Adrian Taylor?
Yeah.
Where he's from?
You want to Google his name and shit.
Nah,
okay.
It's all good. Let's keep it moving.
All right. Next up, we got Daniel Dubois out there in the UK. He'll be taking on.
I thought topic number 2 was Jacobs.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Daniel Jacobs versus Julio Cesar Chavez, who missed weight today, by the way. He was 5 pounds over.
Bruh, why'd I watch that weigh-in and everybody that missed weight did it so nonchalantly, like it was part of the show. It was Josh Kelly came in 150. His opponent came in 148.7. Chavez came in 173. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's just chilling, smiling, posing. Nobody ain't even look at each other like, yo, I'm overweight. Everybody was like, yo, we know you overweight. Just act like everything's normal. It was crazy. I'm telling you, this getting overweight or missing weight is getting crazy. Last week, it was like 4 people on the card. Now this time, it's at least 3. This is crazy.
I guess the financial penalties is not enough to deter people. But yeah, man, Chavez missed weight, but Jacobs, you know what I'm saying, came in at the 168 mark. You know what I'm saying, custom professional. Look, man, I got Jacobs winning this fight. I know Chavez got a good jaw, good chin, so I do think he will go to a decision. I think it probably will be a little bit more action-packed because of that. But I just think, you know what I'm saying, when you're not living the life, not really taking it serious, you know what I'm saying, and it's evident today that he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I can't really ride with you, know what I'm saying? Even though I like Chavez, got a good personality, a funny guy, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Love the stories that come out on TMZ about him, all that's great. But when it comes to boxing and you're not doing what you need to do to put yourself in the best situation to win, ain't no way, nigga, I'm going to go with you.
You know, Jacobs. Okay, so when he was beefing with Rosado said what he told Rosado, I don't get anything out of fighting you. Rosado said, what do you get out of fighting Chavez? He said, I'm not even talking no more. You know what I mean? He's like, what do I get out of Chavez? I'm not even talking. And it's because of the money. Like, that's what you get out of fighting Chavez. The money, the ticket sales, the purse. Look, and even the fucking not making weight bonus Dog, $1 million if you ain't make weight? Damn.
$1 million if he ain't make weight?
Bruh, Jacobs kept repeating, thank you. I got another M.
Damn, man, shit.
You know?
I guess, bro. I mean, look, man, like I was saying.
Yo, they always want somebody to give Josh Kelly fat ass a pass. When the last time he weighed 147? Let's Google that.
I guess, I think against Ray Robinson, maybe. Or maybe that might have been at 148. But yeah, man, Josh Kelly, look, bro, I think he's highly, well, you know what, I'll talk about him now. I think he's overrated. You know what I'm saying? I've never really been a big fan of Josh Kelly. I know he got some slickness moving about him. But what I see in the ring is a whole lot of flash, with not enough substance, not a lot of power, and not a lot of defensive skills either. Gets hit a lot. Against Ray Robinson, got touched up a lot. David Evanesian is a guy that he's supposed to be fighting if he comes through this fight. And I'm telling you right now, David Evanesian would beat Josh Kelly.
Well, he made the limit his last fight. It was the one before that. Well, actually,
he was sick. He was put out.
Yeah, and then before that, he had the 51 fight with Fabio Castillo. But, yeah, I mean, he looks thick as hell at the weigh-in, bro. My man huge. I don't know. If he could successfully keep making welterweight, but again, he ain't had no power last time I seen him either. You know what I mean? He ain't look too. He looks physically strong, but he ain't look strong in that ring, man. I don't know. But, I mean, this is a tune-up. I mean, him and Rosado are in there with straight up. Whew.
Shit, nigga, the whole card tune-up, nigga. Next up, we got not this fight right here. This is gonna be the sleeper fight of the weekend. But I do think my guy Julio Cesar Martinez will win. He's fighting Cristofer Rosales. Both of these guys fought Charlie Edwards. Charlie Edwards, you know what I'm saying, who fought Martinez last. Got kind of blessed, but Martinez did hit him when he was down. So that didn't turn into a loss on his record. So Charlie Edwards decided on to vacate this belt and not fight Martinez again. And this is what we have: Rosales versus Martinez. Martinez for this belt. And I think it's gonna be a pretty good fight, man. But I got my guy Martinez winning. I think he has the power. He has the movement, and I think he's just quicker than Rosales. Rosales was just way too flat-footed for me when he fought Charlie Edwards. Like, way too flat-footed, and he was just methodical in his approach. So I just think, Martinez, man, is going to get this guy up out of here. So I'm pulling for him.
Yo, Edwards let me down the way he did that, man. He knew that was a tough fight. He knew that the public thought he lost that fight, and he just like, oh, I'm moving up. That was kind of weak sauce. But I'm sure the UK public will forget that.
Martinez. All right, next up we got Maurice Hooker back in action. That's probably why Bud down there, you know what I'm saying? Because Mighty Mo fight, you know what I'm saying? He's a part of the Bomac camp now. And it's going to be intriguing to see, you know what I'm saying, with Bomac in his corner, how much different he looks. And I know this is a tune-up fight, so it's not going to really be a good barometer. But I'm excited to see how he looks under the tutelage of Bomac. He's fighting Uriel Perez in a 10-round welterweight fight. I'm going to go ahead and put Hooker down for both of us.
Yeah, hopefully, he can look spectacular. Uriel at least is coming off of 2 wins this year. You know what I mean? Both by knockout. Neither on the level of Hooker, but one dude was undefeated at least that he beat. He went to Canada to do it too in someone else's backyard. So that shows some spunk there. I mean, he's small though. He's always weighed 140. So I don't know. What is this fight contracted at?
147. I mean, it's labeled as a welterweight fight.
Hooker came in at 44 and a quarter.
Okay. So it's probably a catch weight of like 145 or something like that. We got
Hooker
Reshat
for sure
Mati.
for me.
He's up, you know what I'm saying?
Give me Reshat Mati too, man.
Yeah, highly touted prospect. We got Liam Smith versus Roberto Garcia.
Liam Smith, Roberto Garcia. So, look, man, I'm not trying to say Roberto's good, but he ain't no
Yeah, he no
Yuri
slouch.
Perez. He ain't no Yuri Perez, right? Like we at least know Roberto. Once upon a time he signed to fight Porter and got sick. I think he fought Margarito was his first loss.
Yeah, he at 147 moving up though. So
but he's 147 moving up, but he also moved down. I bet you I'm gonna Google his name, and I promise you he's moving down. Not now, but he moved down a while ago. Like he was heavier, moved down. I'm hoping I'm right.
Yeah, I got my guy Liam Beefy, you know what I'm saying, Smith, you know what I'm saying, been a fan of Beefy for a while now. Like how he fights, he's aggressive, he throws combinations. Gave my guy Jaime McGee a pretty good fight. Got stopped by Canelo, but you know what I'm saying, no shame in losing to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
This fight is at 60 though, right?
Damn, it's a middleweight fight. Damn,
yeah, because Beefy weighed in at 159, and I remember I was like, what the fuck? Why is this dude only weighing in at 55?
He moving up.
So Roberto is coming in light, but Beefy moved up. Yeah, he weighing in 59. And I noticed his legs was big as fuck. He must have been squatting, I promise you. Or obviously I never looked at his legs and ain't noticed, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like, my man looked fucking tree stump legs right now for that weigh-in.
Hey man, all right. 160 is a whole nother ball game.
Talking about weighing, I was trying not to say it because I know it could be taken weird, but the weird one was Chavez, bro. Did he have panties on? Those weren't underwear, bro. Like half his ass and the front. Like I didn't understand what he had on. It looked like he had a holster top for his lower half, bro. What was going on there?
Bro, I didn't even watch it, my nigga.
Oh, you ain't watching. See, because I ain't want to bring it up, and now it's even worse because you ain't watching. Now I look weird because there's no dialogue on it. But it was something weird going on. I'm telling you.
And now I can't watch it because
he has some Magic Mike on. He has some Magic Mike shorts on. I'm telling you.
If I go back and watch it and then come back tomorrow and tell y'all like, Mike, you went to go watch the shit. You got to know what I'm saying? No, I can't even watch it now. You know what I'm saying? I can't even enjoy it. Fuck. Nigga he had on some panties or something. God,
bruh,
damn.
I never seen look, I've been watching boxing weigh-ins for a minute, bro. I never seen no shit like that. My man has some low-rise fucking... I'm just keeping it G, bro. He has some low-rise underwear. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Bruh, Chavez loved doing that shit. I remember he was eating cereal and some other pink underwear. Like that's his thing. I think that's like his flagship, like his MO. Like he known for being in underwear or some shit.
I guess, bro.
Funny as hell.
Then you're loosening off.
Yeah, they trying to soup this guy up, man. I'm gonna pay close attention. It's like his second fight on DAZN now.
No, it's not. I forget. Like I know maybe. It is, well, third or something like that, because he was fighting on Sky a lot. I've seen this guy many times, bro. He was a 2016 Olympian too. Highly touted. Eddie was raving about him when he signed him. I'm telling you right now, I haven't seen that guy that everybody's been talking about is going to be a big time threat. He's been lackluster at best. You know what I'm saying? He did have a good performance his last time out, but up until then, I really was not impressed by Daniel Yusufov. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I'm wrong about him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can be a player at 147. But as of now, the jury is still out on him.
Hey man, I was about to finally pay attention the way they announced him in the weigh-in, but they gave him hella accolade. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check this guy out because I've heard Eddie in interviews talking about him, but you know. Is he ranked? As much as we check the welterweight, he must not be a welterweight.
Nah, we ain't never seen his name. I ain't never seen his name.
Is he a welterweight?
Yeah. He 147. Came in the game at 147.
Let me check what BoxRec got him because I never seen that name in the top 4 sanctioning bodies.
Yeah.
I wish Box Live stopped playing us and give us motherfucking IBO and damn, he got cut in the face.
You know what I'm saying? Like up until that last fight, like the last fight was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who the guy was, so he was able to get a knockout. But up until that point,
Is this the Alan Sanchez? Is this the Alan Sanchez that dropped Robert Guerrero?
Come on, Ness. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know Alan Sanchez either. Sound like he got a black dude name and a Mexican dude name and just put them together.
He lost to Bisbutin in the last round by TKO.
He lost the dude with the pump hands?
He took Collazo to the decision.
Collazo can't cut off the ring.
And the other two dudes is unknown. Who he get this draw with? No, tampoco. Grajeda. I don't know, but he was on a good little win streak, all in America too. But then he lost to Bisbutin. He got that win over Ed Padres. That was a decent win. Oh, he got the win over Cano. That was a decent win. I mean, well, this little kid might have some spunk. You never know. What is he? 2000? What did he debut? 2009. What is his age at? 28. He looks so familiar, that face. I don't know, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, whatever Yusinov Daniel is expected to win. So,
last but not least, we got Gabriel Rosado versus Humberto Ocha, 10-round super middleweight fight, 168.
Bro, they ain't put this Ustinov kid in with nobody, huh?
Nah.
Holy shit, he ain't
got. He's going to decisions.
He ain't even got a name on there yet. Allen is about to be the biggest.
Yeah, out of the 2016 Olympics, he probably the slowest. Him and Michael Conlon probably about the same kind of movement.
He got 50% KO ratio.
And I ain't fought nobody. Whew. How many fights he got?
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yo, poor Gabe Rosado, bro. That's who's next on the card, bro. He's fighting a dude. Bruh, the dude look like he's a Foot Locker attendant or something, bruh. Like, he don't even...
Did he have a striped shirt on or something?
Bruh, he got a straight dad body.
Oh, wow.
Like, he got the tan on his arms from always wearing a T-shirt at work body. Like, he wildin', man. Bruh, the fact that we all knew Rosado was there in case they didn't let Chavez fight is crazy. Shout out to Rosado. I know he's mad. But when this is over, when tomorrow's over and him and his girl, his beautiful girl, go on a vacation, he gonna laugh like, yo, we made this shit easy. I ain't take a lick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get hit not once because the dude he's in there, bruh, oh my God. Rosado better get a stoppage too. Not no fucking throw the towel in. He better cold cock this dude out. For real. I'm telling you, I'm about to Google Rosado just to show you this dude's face. The thing is, it ain't gonna do no justice compared to that weigh-in, bro. You would have seen that weigh-in. I'm telling you, how they got him approved, I don't know. And he only, that dude look like, I was about to say, yo, his name don't match his body. Cause his name Humberto Gutierrez Ocha, but he looked like a white dude. But nah, this is him. I'm a screen share. This is definitely him. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to see Gabe out there, you know what I'm saying? Still
getting that money.
Yeah, man. Like, boxing is an unforgiving sport, so make as much money as you can. And big ups to Gabe, you know what I'm saying?
He opened up a new gym too, so he needed this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, this is his comp right here, man. And my man just lost to whoever Christian Mabili is. I mean, bruh, he's been losing to dudes that we've never heard of. Jesus Gurula. I heard it. I heard of this Juan Perez dude.
I mean, he look his shape on the
on the picture. I mean, look. I mean, he got a dad body. They just put oil on it on the box rec pic. But let me see. What's his how many times he been knocked out? Oh shit, he only been knocked out once.
Yeah, who he been there against though? He been there against
I'm just saying, cause you know Gabe ain't this big puncher, so you can't expect too much from. Oh, he got knocked out by somebody I never heard of, but this probably like some good dude from Japan or something. Takahiro Ao.
One of them Japanese knockouts, you know what I'm saying, where they just weigh this shit out.
Takahiro Ao.
Ooh.
I never heard of him either, B.
No, I would say, I thought you said Owl, so I said, ooh. Yeah, man, let's go ahead and move on to the UK, man, across the pond. We got the return of the one, the homie, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, Triple D in the building. He's facing Kara. No way, bro.
Nah, just go with Fujimoto.
Yeah,
Daniel Tebor, I am going to knock you out.
Yo, did you watch the weigh-in for this? Or not the weigh-in, final press conference for this?
I watched a little bit of it, man, but I couldn't get past dude hair. I was just like,
bruh, do you understand that this? I mean, nobody better not talk about my heavyweight fight because this dude is mad short.
I know what you mean.
Bruh, Dubois looking down at him. Like, it was all airbrush and poster. That poster that I'm showing today is not the same height.
And I was wondering, like, you don't get very many tall Chinese heavyweights out here, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Like, my nigga, Zhao Zhang, he's a anomaly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
he ain't even from Japan, though. He Chinese.
You definitely don't get a lot of Chinese heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anomaly, bro. Like, so I told him about 5'5".
This one, the Dubois Fujimoto is from Japan.
How tall is he, though?
Bruh, I don't know the exact. I'll give you the Google, but like I watched the way the press conference. Man, he's small, bruh. He's small. No chance. First 3, man. Dubois better not rush it.
1.
He better not rush it, man. He better not rush it. He could just like, boom, land one good shot. Cause sometimes he goes in there trying too hard and gets clipped. Gives his guys chances. But
I wonder what the fuck BT Sports be thinking when Frank Warren be bringing him these name of opponents.
Mike, if they doing 2 million views with Daniel Dubois and whoever on YouTube, what the fuck they doing on on BT? Nah, they don't care. They getting views with this kid, and it's cheap.
You right about that? You right about that?
12-0 well heavyweight, bro. We ain't giving him. He ain't making no M's. We giving him hundreds of thousands, if that.
You probably getting like 80,000, 90,000 a fight.
Man, that low, I don't know. They ain't I doubt they're going to do it. His name popping too much. Somebody will steal him at this point if he only getting 80,000 a fight. I hope not. I hope not. Google it. See what you get. See what if you get any purse.
Man,
I'm going to go to Fujimoto. Dubois 6'5", so he not a Fujimoto 6 feet. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it almost looks less than that, but that makes sense. 6 feet. Yeah, bruh, he's the number 1 heavyweight in Japan, bruh. What you saying, Mike?
How many is there in Japan?
No, take a guess. Fuck that.
6.
3. You gotta love Frank, bruh. You gotta love but this is teaching you, man.
Hey, he went and got the best in Japan.
Listen, this is teaching y'all. Don't just get a fighter and throw him out there, bro. When you get your fighter, you look around too, man. Frank went and found my man in Japan with a high WBA ranking, okay? High WBA ranking, like. So they about to knock off Fujimoto, take that ranking. They got a high ranking in the WBO already. They got a decent ranking in the WBC. I'm going to screen share this. Look, Dubois, Fujimoto's 13 in the WBA, right? And Dubois ain't even in the WBA, so he about to snatch that up. Now, Dubois is, where he at in the WBC? Oh, shit, he ain't in the BC? They took him out? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I thought he was in there last month, bro. What the fuck? I see him in the IBF at number 12. And he in the WBO at number 5. Damn, could you imagine? You think they really gonna throw, if like, you think next year, it gotta be, I guess what? You think they gonna hold them off all 21? What you think, 22 or 21 they'll be asking for that mandatory?
Which one? What's thinking about it again?
WBO, Dubois number 5.
Ah, shit. Man, hell yeah. They're going to be offering probably the end of next year.
No, because remember, this is the same promoter that had Yard, and they passed up a couple mandatories for the right mandatory.
I think the end of next year, because if it's AJ, definitely see him in there at the end of next year. Because, I mean, let's face it. even if Dubois loses to AJ, that's the worst thing for Dubois' career. You can rebuild, get paid, and come back, and your whole country's still gonna love you. I mean, you lost to their darling, you know what I'm saying, AJ. So I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yo, my man, this Japanese heavyweight is crazy, bro. He's done. He's done, bro.
Only thing I see for Daniel Dubois is purse bid with Joe Joyce. All right, let's go ahead and get to the co-main of that fight. Liam Williams versus Alantez Fox. We had him on earlier this week.
I can't wait for that. I hope he get to do it, man. He needs a big win, man. He lost to Demetrius. That was his biggest fight. I think he needs this win.
Biggest fight today. It's a 12-round junior middleweight eliminator. Oh, whoa, he went down?
Junior middleweight?
That's what it said.
I thought it was 160, bro.
Maybe it is 160. Maybe ESPN just had a typo.
Let me see. Liam. I mean, Liam Williams is small, man, and he did fight Liam Smith at 54.
Absolutely. So it could be right.
Damn, man, don't tell me they sucked my man down the last day.
Man, they like 6'4".
Well, nah, Liam Williams fighting at 60, bro. He got 3 fights straight at 59, so he definitely 60.
Well, maybe that shit just wrong, Dan. Okay. But yeah, man, Fox, look, man, I think if he uses his range and elite, you know what I'm saying, and just stick to boxing and not get into like a brawl with this guy, I think, you know what I'm saying, just based off his attributes alone, he should, you know what I'm saying, box to a comfortable victory. Did this guy, Liam Williams, he's not a world beater. He's not overly talented, you know what I'm saying? He's a hard worker, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when you have all the advantages at your disposal, put them to use. Use your reach. Use your range, IQ. Use your boxing ability, and box this guy head off.
Bruh, yo, that's my man, okay? I've been fucking with Alantez for a long time. I guess the Patrick Day win. Don't he got to win over Galarza? Frank Galarza, he ain't beat Frank.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
He beat Frank Galarza. Oh, it was a draw. He got a draw. That's still a good fight. Galarza, even though, man, who knocked out Galarza? Somebody knocked out Galarza. But he got a draw with Galarza. He got the win over Patrick Day early in his career, man. Then it's been a while since he got something of note. Nick Brunson, the biggest name he got.
He said it right, Brunson.
In a long time, bro. Let me see how many fights he had this year.
2. So that's good. The best thing they got going for him. He's been active this year.
Yeah, he just fought in Puerto Rico though. Is that gonna be too quick of a turnaround? We in November or December? So it's at least 40 something days
this year too. So both guys fought twice. Liam ain't fought since the 7th. So what is that?
It's so difficult, bro, because the pedigree isn't there, man. You want to wish that he could box tall and long because that's what he is. But, Williams got decent power, man. I'm riding with my guy, though, Fox, man. We gonna lose.
I'm going Williams by robbery.
You're a hater.
You've been real with you.
I know.
It's in the UK.
I mean, Ayala's a decent win. Evan Ayala, the thing is that he took him to the decision. Motherfucking Curtis Stevens knocked him out like 10 years ago with one left hook.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on this little card right here? I'm pretty sure there's nothing. Archie Sharp going against Artem.
I never heard of him. Tommy Fury.
Yeah. Facing Prince Slaw Benedita. Light heavyweight fight. Tommy Fury, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, he a Fury brother, so that's the only reason why
he a light heavyweight? Oh, I thought he was a heavyweight.
Nah, that's
I figured he was small to be heavyweight.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be fighting like KSI or some shit.
Who?
Tommy Fury.
Man, stop.
That's what Eddie was saying. Like, shit, make that fight because he's like a reality star over in like UK and shit.
Man, Eddie ain't serious. Tommy will kill KSI.
Absolutely.
There's no way they make that fight.
You was talking about McKenzie. He said to the nigga to fight.
Who?
Oh man, nah. You talking about Logan Paul?
And who?
Man. Said somebody, bro.
But that was if he ain't lose. I'm sure my man lost. Man, big ass, big for nothing. Bro, because if you a cruiserweight, you a heavyweight, bro. Like how you that big? Especially Logan Paul. Ain't he like 6'4"?
Yeah, he about 6'5".
My man running around here eating straight clean. He looking lean. Ain't got no power.
No punch. Well, maybe he learned how to throw a punch like all the way properly. But real quick, the zone card that happened today, Richard Riakpo was able to get the victory over Jhack Tepora in a very, very good fight for the vacant British cruiserweight title. If, in my opinion, it was a very close competitive fight. One thing that was evident in that fight, Riakpo got to get his stamina up, and he got to quit holding. I don't know what's up with British cruiserweights. Y'all niggas like hold. You know what? I have to take that back because Andrew Tabiti was holding like shit too in that Third Coast fight. I don't know what's up with cruiserweights and all this holding, but I see it from Okoli. I seen it from Richard Riakpo last night, and I just seen it from this guy too. So it's just too much holding in the cruiserweight division. Even Bradis holds a lot. So it's not fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of irritating, and referees got to step in and start taking these points from these guys. But since he didn't, and I had to make a choice, I think due to the knockdown, Richard Riakpo won that fight, 115-113. I could totally see it going like that. 117-111 is a little bit too wide for me. Also,
what division is that? Light heavyweight?
No, cruiserweight. Dylan White cruiserweight.
Yeah, I remember. What happened to his heavyweight fight? Fabio, we haven't heard from him in a minute.
I don't know. I ain't seen him out in a while. Craig Richards gets a draw with Chad Sugden. It went over 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Both guys. It was a good fight, I guess. I mean, I didn't really watch that fight, but I just know the outcome was a draw. Luther Clay gets the victory over Freddie Kiewit, and Kieran Conway also gets the victory over Craig O'Brien and Shannon Courtney. Woo-wee! I see you, girl. Got a big-time knockout today on the zone. I watched it on the Matchroom's IG. She caught the girl with turning around, caught her with a nice left hook, dropped her ass, and it was over. So big ups to Shannon Courtney. Let's get to some shit, man. Danny Garcia tells Team Crawford, show me the money. You know what I'm saying? If you guys really want to fight with me, make me a offer that's accurate or good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Did anybody use some of our talking points? Did they ask him? Did he feel disrespected about the 4? Did he say if it wasn't good?
Yeah. He was like he pretty much got run with it. He said, man, well they offered Amir Khan 5.5. Like, how you gonna offer a guy that I beat more than me? Like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I can see his point. And then also labels Tim Bradley a top-ranked puppet and says that if he really wants Crawford to get that big name on his resume, he should come out of retirement and fight Terrence Crawford.
Because they both top-ranked, and top-ranked fights are easy to make. That's what he said. I watched that little clip. I mean, look, Danny's right, but here's the thing. I was watching the tape of Alexander and Redchak. Redchak is a southpaw, so Danny's really fighting Earl. Earl's probably really coming back in the summer.
Or Manny's southpaw too.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that far, but okay. He getting ready for either or. That's even worse, though. You shouldn't have never said that, because what was coming out my mouth next is that they really have to pay to get Danny. Danny's number 1 in the WBO as of today. So that doesn't make him the mandatory, especially when Crawford already handled his mandatory without letting his mandatory be called. Now, Bob is Bob. If he could get some hot shit done, then maybe Danny will be called sooner than later. But as of today, it was really yesterday, but as of today, You see Danny is now number 1 on that division. You see him right there as I'm screen sharing? This is crazy how these things happen, right? This shit just changes. Like, we was just talking about Costio Clayton. We're going to get him tomorrow. I touch back up. Look at Zuski moved up. I know Bob is like, I think Bob lost Zuski, but at least, they did business before. Look at this dude, Mikaya Shinoel. I'm just making shit up because I don't know how to pronounce these dudes' name, but these dudes have moved so close to the top, it's ridiculous. But if you're Danny, you either accept a good offer or go in there with the attitude of Dillian White and, go in there with the attitude of Dillian White and, take the mandatory position and don't have to do a rematch. Because if you take the offer that Top Rank sends and it's a lucrative offer, it's probably going to have a rematch attached to it, Mike.
Man, that goddamn headphones be hurting my motherfucking head, man. God damn. What you say now about the offer again? I'm sorry, man. I take the headphones off for a second.
I think I said, he could do the Dillian White things because he's already number 1 in the WBO as of today, Danny
Absolutely.
Garcia. So he could just wait and do whatever the 30% of the WBO, welterweight purses. Danny gets his cut, but he ain't got to worry about no rematch because if he takes a lucrative deal from Bob, it's probably not going to be a one-off, as you see Bob only sending people 5-fight deals and above. But if it is a one-off, it's probably going to have a rematch attached to it because it's a voluntary for the champion. But if you wait for your mandatory position, there is no rematch, and you can beat Crawford if you can beat Crawford and take the belt across the street.
I really don't think the WBO mandatory even matters because I think we already know that he was in line to fight Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? So if he's going to get that fight with Errol after this fight with Ivan Redkach, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just going off what the bookies are going to have be the betting underdog. I think with a loss to Errol, that you'll drop back down in the rankings. So the WBO doing right now is just for show, in my opinion.
But that's what I'm telling you. And you got to get your message out to Crawford and Bomac and Top Rank. They got to offer him money now. Because, look, he's fighting a southpaw. Like you say, he's getting ready for Earl or Pacquiao or Crawford fights from the southpaw position. All you got to do is offer now. You could come and say, look, you right there for a mandatory position with us. You could take the 30% in the mandatory or you could take this with an automatic rematch clause. Because, as a voluntary, they're going to want that rematch clause written in there.
Absolutely. We got a couple super chats that I want to get to right quick. One coming from DBX UK. Thanks for the hard work as always, TBV. I'm rooting for Tony, but I feel a Vex Charlo may overwhelm him and get a TKO. And we got one coming from Jazz 11. Keep up the good work. And one more from Maurice McElroy. Yes, you gotta pause that, bruh. Talk about Chavez panties probably. And Jazz 11 says this show is dope. Thank you, Jazz, man. We appreciate it.
Sure do.
Damn, I just dropped my damn phone, so I'm not looking at what's next on the docket.
On the docket, where we at with this? We went to Leon Fury.
We had Joe. We had
Danny.
Yeah, Danny. Well, last thoughts on Danny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would Ness. If you really want Danny right now, then you have to get on it. After he made this big money for either Earl or Pacquiao, the price going to go up, even with a loss. You know what I'm saying? And we seeing Eddie out here slinging around big money around. So, with that being said, yeah, the time to strike is now, especially with him being so highly ranked in the WBO. Let me grab this phone, bro.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines, man. We got a lot of news and notes, but we'll just get out here. Obviously, the biggest thing is Eddie Hearn saying he's ready to give either Wilder or Fury winner 50-50. Plus, either man loses. He's confident that AJ wants to fight them both. Jeff Horn defeats Michael Safada. Hearn also believes Joshua Pulev fight could take place in April. Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas is official. It'll be happening in Frisco, Texas, February 29th, same day as Border Wars. So if you're going to go visit Mikey and watch the fight with him and Jesse Vargas, and you want to let your own hands loose and join Border Wars, and, you know, maybe for the first time, put your toe in the water and throw some punches with the TBV crew, you can do so. Head on over to theboxingvoice.com/Border Wars to sign up. Arthur Betterbeeve and my boy Fei Long Ming, trained by Sean George, stablemate of Zhao Zhang Bang, the Chinese heavyweight, is going to be ordered for purse bid December 30th. And Jarrett Hurd to remain at 154. Dude, I seen the name. Let me Google this, bro.
Did you watch the interview?
What interview?
Jarrett Hurd on the reason why he didn't take the rematch with Julian Williams.
Nah, but I watched the opponent of Jarrett Hurd, bruh. That dude is like, I mean, I'm just gonna look at it so I can know exactly. Exactly. I knew it was Francisco Santana, bro. That's a shame, bro. Yo, this dude's a welterweight, bro.
Tune-up fight for him, you know what I'm saying, getting back to because he said next is Julian Williams, and the reason why he didn't take the rematch is he was.
But Chant, man, yo, this is a welterweight, bro.
I understand, bro. I mean, like, it is what it is. He's gonna be fighting Julian, you know what I'm saying, next. But the reason why he didn't take
who's
the rematch,
fighting Julian next? Hurd?
Yeah.
After the tune-up?
Yeah, after Julian gets his fight.
Bro, this the wrong tune-up, though. Like, what do you get from this? I'm not saying he needs a crazy test. I know he don't. I know all he needs is a win. But you need some level of resistance. You can't get in there because this is going to give you a false sense of confidence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Jarrett Hurd was already big for junior middleweights, Mike. You going to throw him in there with a little-ass... Yo, Francisco Santana, he lost to Ali, bro.
Okay.
Like, he's small. Like, Jose Benavidez beat him.
All right. Now, the reason why he didn't take the Julian Williams rematch, he was, I guess, out on vacation one day. His mom had hit him up and had told him about an interview that his trainer was doing. And he sent him the interview, and he said in that interview, his trainer was bad-mouthing him, saying that he was putting, like, different kind of substances in his body. So that's the reason why he came back and had a meeting with his trainer, and he said his trainer did not like the people that was around him. He said that's why his trainer decided to no longer work with him. So he got a new trainer, and he said he just couldn't take the Julian Williams rematch at that time because he was going through so much. He talked to Al, about everything that was going on, and he said in his heart he wanted to fight, but in his mind he knew that he wouldn't even be competitive in that rematch. I'm sorry, Bishop. But anyway, man, it was like a little eye-opening, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a backstory, everybody got a story, but I didn't even know his trainer was like bad-mouthing him or things like that. So, yeah, man, I'm just excited to see Jarrett Hurd back in the ring. He was a fighter that I really, really like, you know what I'm saying? I know this fight is a tune-up for him, but hopefully we get that Julian Williams and him fight going again sometime next year. And he said that's one of the reasons he didn't go up to 160 because he wanted to rectify that first fight.
All right. I mean, like I said, I ain't got no problem with any of that. With him not taking the Julian Williams, that's not my core. My core is just that I don't know how this helps him. This dude, I don't know what Chi Santana does, but shout out to Chi, man. He's upset people in the past.
Josh Taylor pleads guilty to racial abuse. He was I guess he called some guy a cunt or something like that, or a cunt with a adjective that was a slur attached to it, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he pled guilty to that shit, and that cost him, I guess, the running for like the fighter of the year over in England. So that came with his own consequences as well. Adrian Broner has to pay nearly $830,000 in a civil suit judgment. And every day he don't pay, it was a fine for that I read too. He was in a nightclub last year, you know what I'm saying? Him and I guess a lady got into a confrontation, which I guess she filed a report that resulted in a assault, you know what I'm saying, being charged or whatever, and he has to pay a judgment of $830,000 to that lady. Every day he's late is going to be extra money. Gary Russell versus Nambiar, which we already talked about, and Jaron Ennis will be facing Bak, I can't even say the dude's name, Ayabov in a co-main event to Shields and has been. But Batikier is a guy that I heard of before, you know what I'm saying? I think he's pretty solid, so we'll see how that plays out. And lastly but not least, Amanda Nunes says she wants over $1 million for the Clarissa Shields bout. She was asked the question how much, a reporter said, how much do you think for that fight? And the reporter said $1 million. She's like, nah, man, way more than that. And then she said that she wants to fight Shields in the octagon where her mixed martial arts skills can be put on display and not necessarily in a boxing ring. But Shields says she's willing to do both if Amanda Nunes is too. So we'll see how that plays out sometime next year. But that's all for the news and notes, though, Big Dog.
When is that Shields fight?
January the 11th, I believe.
Oh, that's coming up. And
Yes.
she's fighting the same person, right? Hasban or whatever?
Yeah, the trainer.
Showtime picked it up?
I believe so, yeah.
She need to stick with the zone. That shit ain't getting no.
Right, she was on the zone like one time.
I know, but Showtime they not. Yo, what was the Hammer fucking? The Hammer shit was like 400, right, or less? Something low.
More. Let me look.
I don't know. I thought it was low. I know they wrote it up like it was something good. Maybe it was midday or something. I don't know. I just don't feel the push. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe she did do well with the Hammer, but
it was on a Friday night.
I don't know. I just feel like there's no push for this. But call us then. We ready?
Yeah, 360,000 peak. 369,000 peak audience with a current stream of 339,000.
There you go. And listen, at least on the zone, we never find out your numbers, and all we know is if they promoting you well or not. You know what I'm saying? But to see that they not promoting you and then to hear your numbers is doing bad is like we got the finger to point at and who to blame. But yeah, man, whatever. Let's go out to these cowlers.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right. Let's see where we going first, Mike. You got your paper? You got your list?
I got my pen, my paper, and my blunt. Let's go.
All right. Well, we got.
Don't forget, if you listen right now on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And if you're doing any kind of last minute shopping, I know us men, we tend to do shit at the last fucking minute and try to order it and get it expedited and all that shit. So if you're doing any last minute shopping on Amazon, please go over to our boxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and click on that Amazon link. Not the Amazon Prime link, the actual Amazon link. Bookmark that link and do all your last minute Christmas shopping through us. It costs you nothing extra, but we do get a little kickback every time you use that link.
Yes, sir. Time to head on out to Detroit.
Motherfucker murder, mayhem, last words of the stainless. Told you I would kill you, squeeze after I aim it. If you're talking money, then you're speaking my language. Or shut the fuck up in grown folks' conversation.
What up, though?
Yo, y'all know what it is. Give me just 1 second. Let me click this Bluetooth off. Yeah, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
We
hear you fine, brother.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. You know, I stay at work on flagship days. Man, we got Charlo and Harrison fighting this weekend. Jacobs and Chavez Jr. Who else is fighting?
Jacobs, I mean, damn, bro, a whole bunch of people, champ.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Hold on a minute, man. Jerome Hall coming in hot, man. What's up with y'all?
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this from my Detroit people, but I'm gonna go for Charlo in this Harrison fight. Harrison gas is late. Personally, I gave Charlo the first fight, and I think that's gonna be the same reason Charlo wins the second fight. I'm gonna go with Jacobs in a Chavez fight. But those are the only two fights I know of right now. I'll probably make some more picks tomorrow just to get them in. People been saying it all day, and I'm going to have to chime in now. Thank you, fellas, so much for this show. When you spend as much time at work as I do, you really appreciate this shit. So thank you very much. And as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid. And shout out to El Camino. And Will King, if you listening, change that motherfucking intro. All right, man. Peace.
All right, Stainless, man. Thanks for calling in. Let's see. Boomerangs, Masterminds, Ringers. Who is next? Going down the line. Mastermind in the NL, New Orleans. NL, talk to us.
Ooh, how my audio sound?
It's on.
Alright. So, fuck, y'all already know what I got. I'm pretty sure y'all can guess that, right?
Who you got?
Man, come on, Mike, man. How you know I got Charlo in this fight, man? You dig? He about to go back in there. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you, Mike. I don't believe Harris. All that shit Harrison be talking, he don't fight like that. I don't believe him, you hear me? How you feel about him? You believe that shit?
Man, look, bro. I tend to do believe it because first fight, you know what I'm saying? It was all love.
What it showed you? What it showed you for you to believe it?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. He was very, very humble and respectful that first fight. After Charlo put that shit in the ring that he put, and he felt like he was disrespected. Anytime a nigga feel disrespected, those true colors come out. And we seen Harrison nigga since that point being all disrespect towards Charlo, no love.
So you telling me he gonna come out and fight this fight? He ain't gonna be trying to survive and shit. He gonna try to show him he a bitch ass nigga and he a hurt and all that shit.
Stay true to what you do.
Alright, bro. Alright, that's my call.
Y'all want a nigga to change up and fight the way that y'all want him to fight so he can get a knockout? Come on, bro. He gonna fight what's work for him. Work out the jab and use his movement. He seen Charlo had a problem with that the first fight. It's gonna be even more this fight.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to do, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo. Listen, man. I'm going Charlo. I agree with Stainless. I think Charlo won the first fight. I agree with Charlo, man. You got to take it from the champion, and he was fighting to survive that whole fight. Credit to Harrison though. I mean, he was catching him with with some of those counters, but it just wasn't enough, man. So I want to address this situation like everybody thinks that he's in Charlo's head, right? I want to come at it from a different angle, and I think Charlo's not necessarily mad at him. He's mad at the situation. He feels like they gave this dude his belt. So I think that's more of what's in Charlo's head, right? Like he want to get his shit back, and it could be Harrison, it could be whoever. You know what I mean? Like he mad at the situation. That's how I feel. And Harrison just so happened to be parading around like he really won that fight, shit, I'd be pissed off too. But as far as Jacobs go, man, I don't see Chavez Jr. like competing with him.
You also don't see
I gotta
Jacob
stop
stopping
in that
him.
fight. I gotta stop it in that fight.
Bruh, don't put your
I
money
think the
on
ref's
it.
gonna stop it. I ain't putting my money on it, but definitely. I mean, look, man, that dude can't box. He's supposed to outbox the boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see. I see the ref stopping it. It's gonna be too, overwhelming, man. But I boomerang back in.
All right, JD, got you down for Charlo, dog. Who we got up next, big
We
dog?
going out to Steve on the ringer.
Hello.
What up, Steve?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I want to first talk about something this morning. A guy said that he likes pay-per-view over DAZN because of that they don't stream it in public.
He's
I've
just
been
trolling,
noticing,
man.
yeah, because I'll buy me even at like Hooters. They're streaming fights, so I just want the listeners to know that they're starting to put DAZN in public places for people to watch fights. So that's not true what he was saying. But anyways, on the predictions, I think this is redemption for Charlo, man. I'm gonna say Charlo by knockout, but late, like 11th round, 11 round knockout by Charlo, and I'm gonna say Jacobs by decision, and Dubois, yeah, he's gonna knock out that guy in the 6th round. I'll just pick on those 3 fights. Hey, but I heard too. Hey, isn't that Garcia fight? Isn't that an eliminator? Didn't the WBC put that as an eliminator for Danny?
Yeah, because he was the mandatory, and since Earl ain't ready,
Yeah, but how did that other dude get a chance at an eliminator? See, that's on. We gotta call that out, Ness. That's some WBC bullshit. How does the other guy get the opportunity at an eliminator when he's ranked like 20 something? That's BS.
Well,
That should have been better.
Because it would either be this or Danny just wait for Earl.
Well, he can't find a top 10 opponent.
I don't know,
top
man.
15
I don't
at least?
know. I mean, I'm sure they could have. I'm sure Sean Porter would have jumped at it, even though.
See, they're dissing that this is making me believe that the Porter with Crawford could happen because he might get pissed off at this because I think he wants a rematch with Spence, and if they give it to Danny, I think that's going to piss him off.
I mean, he's already pissed. Remember, I was in Mexico. They thought they were gonna get the crack, so
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't think that other guy deserves an eliminator. That's some crap. He's not that ranked that high to get an eliminator.
Yeah, I mean, this is no different than Chisora Usyk, right? Like they're saying that's happening for March. Usyk doesn't deserve an eliminator, but he'll be getting it.
No, heck no. I agree with you. That's what we gotta call them out on this stuff, man. But all right, man. Have a good evening.
Steve, man, thanks for calling in as always, brother. Appreciate the support. Thanks for the call. Who we got? We're going out to Dan in East LA. What up? Dan in East LA, going once. Twice. All right, we going to stay in California, eh?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, am I clear?
You're clear.
Yo, shout out to the boxing gods. Shout out to the whole TBV family. Shout out to all the callers, everybody in the chat. TBV is where it's at. All right, put me down for Daniel Jacobs. Yeah, Ness, man. I ain't never seen a whole half the card don't make weight, man. That was some bullshit, man. I ain't never seen this shit before in my life. At least 5 other people didn't make weight. Yo, but yeah, put me down for Jacobs, man. Charlo and Harrison. Yo, I can see this fight going 2 ways. Tony outboxing Charlo or Charlo KOing Tony. I like Jermell Charlo under Ronnie Shields, man. He was more of a slick boxer, I guess, from all the years of sparring Laura. I remember his first fight under Derrick James. He fought John Jackson, and he was being outboxed the whole fight until a KO. Derrick James made him into a pressure fighter with no angles, no lateral movement, no pivots, just straightforward. And I think Harrison got Charlo mentally fucked up. Dude wears his feelings on his sleeve, and in battle, man, you never let him see you sweat. I look at this fight as a high-speed chess match, and I ain't never won a chess match angry or enraged because you lose focus or forget your strategy or the game plan.
Man, I whooped your butt. I whooped your butt when you was calm and jade out. It don't matter if you mad or calm. Ness spanked you.
Hey, have you ever been somebody slapped you in the face and you sat down and won a chess game? No, you ain't gonna win.
You can't win.
You know, you gonna lose focus. Nah, you gonna be too angered, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did lose. We gonna run that back, Ness. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna give you an old-fashioned lashing, man. Thrashing. But hey, so for that case, man, I'm gonna pick Tony Harrison, man. I like Charlo. I think he keeps saying he just gonna KO, and I think he just gonna come forward looking for the knockout, man. And if he does that, if he mixes up with Ronnie Shields taught him to box and to come forward, then he might have a shot. But if he just come forward, man, he just gonna be outboxed again, man. That's my call. Pete.
Going out to Ringer, Bo, and Bama.
What's good, bro? Shout out Tabo, Riddick Bo, Bo Mack, and Bo Jackson. Yeah, it's a good fight of weekend this weekend. I'm working out, so pardon me if it sounds like I'm out of breath and shit. This fight right here, Charlo and Harrison, it reminds me a lot of the Fury Wilder, to be honest. We got the knockout artist chasing the boxer around for 12 rounds. I actually gave...
Please don't compare me to dude.
Charlo
I'm different.
Fight. Yeah, man, he ain't a knockout artist, bro.
Hey. Charlo ain't a knockout artist?
Hell no.
Well, be looking for the knockout Saturday. Charlo gonna be on Harrison ass. I had him winning the first fight. I'm gonna have him winning this fight as well. I got Josh Kelly by knockout. I also got Efe Ajagba by knockout under 6 rounds as well. That's all I got, man. I just wanted to get my picks in. Shout out Roger Mayweather.
All right. Bo Matt, Bo Jackson, Top Bo.
Nigga said my father was a fucking knockout artist.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Ness, how you a knockout artist and you 48%?
Yo, Bo from Bama, baby. Yo, he do get his bets right, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, what's good, guys?
What up?
I'm going to go with Charlo, Dubois, Daniel Dubois. I really want to see that fight, no matter what competition he's go. I just like seeing his style. With the Jacobs, Chavez, I don't know. I never really liked how Jacobs does his thing, and I don't really understand Chavez, but I'll go with Chavez because he's an underdog, I guess. Losing to Canelo the first time before Jacobs. And with the Wilder and Tyson Fury, 50-50. I mean, Anthony Joshua. I would definitely love to see that fight. Hopefully it'll be out here in America. It doesn't, and it is what it is. And, yeah. But to the caller that called in about the zone thing, I never seen that out here. I go to a lot of bars out here to watch fights. I've been mainly seeing the ESPN in a lot of bars. I haven't seen no on-stream fights for the zone. Maybe they don't have that out here in Washington, but maybe it's a different rule. Who knows? I know when I talk about the zone, you guys get real offended. But it is what it is. That's my call.
All right, Dom. I got you down for Chavez Jr.
Dom in the place to be. Who else we got, man? What's going on today?
No, man. CYP ain't calling?
He just did.
I'm finna say, like, nigga, you been banging the drum for this shit now.
He had to get off work. Remember, he teaching the kids at this time. CYP. Boomerang.
What up, CYP?
Yeah, what up? What up? Don't trip, Mike. I've been listening to the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
I was just wondering,
I just
man.
couldn't
Like,
I just couldn't get my talk on and shit. Hell no. As soon as I saw that little head, and I said, "Oh, they trying to swindle us." So let me be swindled. Fuck it. Y'all already know who I got. If y'all saw the second press conference, y'all know that. You know what's funny? I forgot to mention this. The host of the press conference, she was also the host when they came down to the fight being scored. You know, she did the interviews. When they said who won, she was like, her mouth dropped because she didn't even think that Harrison won. So when she questions Harrison's ankle and she questions his training camp, it is so funny to me because if you go back and look at the fight, she's standing right there. Look at her facial expression when they say that Harrison won. This is not a game, yo. People don't think that man won. That man is playing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need my boomerang to explain this. I don't know what y'all issue is with understanding this simple fact. There are some people that love to be angry and they actually invite you to push them to anger because it makes them better. I know a lot of athletes like that. I was like that myself. Well, I wanted a dude to bet me. I'm like, well, bet then. Put money on it then. It made me go even harder. Without it, I was just like, I'm just here to win. But with the bet, I'm here to destroy. And it always happens. Charlo is cut from the same cloth. Yes, he may not win them all. I didn't win them all. But at the same time, we are going to give you something extra if you push us and say that we can't give it to you. That's just how he is. You beat a man by taking him out his character, not by pushing him into his favorite character. Y'all don't understand that. I'm telling you, Charlo ain't tripping. He mad about the postponement because that this fight could be a unification fight right now instead of him having to relive this bullshit over and over again. He messing up that man money. I would be mad too. But if y'all think that he in his head, cool, fine with me. I guarantee you, at the end of that day, Charlo is going to be unanimous. He's going to be the victor, and I'm going to come back, and I'm not even going to clown because usually when I'm right, I don't gloat about being right. I only gloat when y'all try to tell me I ain't right. So don't worry about it. I ain't gonna say nothing to y'all. I'm just giving y'all fair warning that you're pushing that man into his element. And anytime you push a man into his element, he becomes his super self. So you know I got that man. And Chavez, Ness, that was funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Was he wearing panties? That was mad funny. I ain't gonna lie. I almost busting out laughing in front of the kids. That was funny because I don't know what he was doing, how he was holding his pants, the way he was acting was mad weird. I started to think that maybe they did the weigh-ins before they got on that scale because it looked like they were just reading off the scale like it didn't matter. Because usually they tell you stand still. Them dudes flexing. He's like 141, 145, 140. Like he didn't even care. Like he already had it on the paper like they do in the UFC. So I don't know about these weigh-ins, man. They look real fugazi to me. But other than that, though, man, y'all have a good damn night because I can't boomerang back in. I got a big class. But TVB out, TVICYP out.
CYP, man, thanks for calling in. As always, let's see, scope through here, make sure we ain't got no more boomerangs out there. Mike, anything you want to add before we head on back to the streets?
I just don't know if he's in his element or not. We'll see, though.
Alrighty then.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
What up, homie?
TBV, my guys, what's good? Mike, what up, man?
You the man, big dog.
Mr. Gibbs, what's up, baby?
You already know, champ.
Hey, yo, Joe call and Bo from Bama call fucked me up because I can't see. Mike got me last time. I can't get on here and act like we knew Harrison was going to win that first fight. And then, shit, CYP, that was a great call. I was trying to come on here. I tried to come on here and pick Harrison. I can't. I got to take Charlo. Yo, and I said it too. Remember, what's my man from the Bay Area used to call up here, and I said, yo, I was making the same point about Jarrett Hurd and Tony Harrison getting gas late in the fight, and he said some more crazy shit. He don't even fuck with the show no more. But that point, when I think Bo from Bama said it, no. Did Stainless say that?
I think it was. Nah, was it Stainless? Nah, it was both of Bama.
I think it was Bo from Bama. Listen, like, that shit just fucked my head up, man. So I ain't even going to ruin the rest of my call, man. I got to take Charlo. I'm saying it reluctantly, but we know, listen, yo, this is the Terror Dome, man. You can't ride the fence. So I'm going to eat my crow gleefully. I think Charlo, yo, he's definitely a seek and destroy type fighter, not a knockout artist. So he's a seek and destroy type fighter. He tried to come in and hit you with that one punch. So, I mean, Harrison, he boxes a lot, truly, like, and I'm just using the comparison. He boxes a lot like Vernon Forrest. Not as technically sound, but he boxes a lot like Vernon Forrest. He got an attitude like a street dude, but his technique is good. If Charlo is strictly looking for that knockout, I don't think it comes to him, but I think the perception, people are going to be looking at Charlo like he's still the champ. So Harrison can't even go in there trying to box, thinking like, I got the belt, I'm a box. I think it's going to be weird because they're going to be looking at Harrison like if he go in there and box too much, he would not have done enough to win the fight, and Charlo's going to get it on the cards. Everything else, man, I think Jacobs is going to get the stoppage on Chavez. I don't think Chavez is in no kind of motherfucking fight shape. And Daniel Dubois, he's going to make an impressive knockout. But I want y'all to tell me before my call is over, when my call is over, Daniel Dubois, is he coming along slowly or is he coming along at the right pace? Tell me. What's good with that?
I mean, right pace for me. Ain't no sense in rushing him.
I don't care, like 20 years old, 19 years old, like he coming on perfect pace.
So do him and Efe line up before either of them jump into that deep pool?
Absolutely
Hell no. They going to have to do something to see each other. Hell no. Why would they put them in with each other right now?
Not for a belt.
They don't even got a rivalry. Ain't nothing there. That's a waste. Dubois on his way. That's what I'm telling you. Dubois on his way up to that WBO ranking next year, end of next year, 2022. He in there like swimwear.
One thing that we got to realize, though, I know Harrison had a gas out against Swift Hurd, but man, Jared Hurd is a big dude, and we've seen it time and time again in the Trout fight and the Harrison fight. And his saying goes, "It's a storm coming, and sooner or later, the storm gonna get to you." And that's what it was in that Harrison and Trout fight. Now we seen Charlo fought Trout, didn't knock him out. Everybody thought he was, but he didn't. And I believe that Harrison did better in that fight than Trout did, and had a lot of success. So if he wasn't able to knock him out in the first fight, what gives y'all so much confidence that he's able to knock guys out in the second fight? And I know he's been with Derrick James and got some highlight reel knockouts, but for his career, he's not been a knockout puncher.
Yep. JP, Long Beach.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yo, so I think when it comes to this Charlo fight, there's an adage that applies. And I find myself have never used this adage before in boxing. It's the adage that says you got to beat the champion to take his title, something like that, right? I remember this first fight with Charlo Harrison and coming out thinking like, wow, I've really never seen a guy get beat for a belt where the fight is that close. The guy was the bully in the fight, and the guy kind of was the aggressor the whole fight. It's not like Harrison dominated him by any means. So that's where I felt like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have won, but you can either know it could have been a draw, and everybody would have been fine with that. But I'll piggyback off of CYP, and I'll say it differently. The difference is when we talk about Harrison living in Charlo's head, that lends itself to saying Charlo will be so angry he's going to be over-aggressive, overexert himself, tire out, be too just over-aggressive, right? But like CYP is saying, that's already into his style. Now, he knows, because if y'all seen the fight review they both did, he knows he can't just give away shots recklessly. But on the other side, on the other hand, Harrison, he cannot try to be a tough guy and stand there and punch. You see, that's how some psychology works. So one works into a guy's kind of already what he is, and the other will make him a complete opposite side of the spectrum type fighter. And I think there's something to be said for that. So if Harrison stands there, the guy's been knocked out twice. I believe Charlo can get him. Let me say this before I go. Mike, you're kind of the Crawford representative around here. And a lot of Crawford fans are saying, how can Fury get Wilder so easily, but Bud can't get anyone? And I'll try to answer that question simply by asking a question, which you shouldn't do, but I'll do it here. Why did Manny Pacquiao leave Top Rank around about the same time Mikey Garcia left Top Rank? And you can answer that with me going, or you can answer it now. But the simple answer is they ain't got time for slow money, man. They trying to get big money, meaning pay-per-view incentives. But to get it, you got to fight somebody. Canelo signed a 10-fight contract. These guys are signing contracts with TV networks. You understand? So the TV network has to invest in their investment and make sure it appreciates before it can get knocked out or something. So, man, motherfuckers got to catch up with the new dynamics in boxing.
I just want to touch on that Harrison thing right quick. I know people said that, man, Charlo's in his wheelhouse and all that kind of shit. He's in his, you know what I'm saying, he's going to make, no, bro, look. It's something that, it's a switch, and I cannot stress this enough. When me and Ness went to the first press conference, none of this bullshit. None of this beef, none of that shit, man. Both guys were very respectful to each other. And Harrison, you know what I'm saying, was very, you know what I'm saying, commending of Charlo giving him that shot. But when that shit happened in the ring after the first fight, bro, it's some shit you just don't do to people, bro. You don't say a man said something when he didn't say it, especially on national TV after a tough fight. And we seen a switch in Harrison. Charlo's been this way. Charlo's been like this. I've never seen Harrison. I didn't even know Harrison could talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Harrison like this in any press conference. But Charlo's been this way. He was like this versus Harrison Lubman. We see him out here doing interviews. He's always like this. Charlo switched the fucking switch inside of Harrison, man, that we might see a different Harrison, you know what I'm saying? He might really feel like he has something to prove to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? And show Charlo, like, bruh, anything you about, I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plays out, but it's gonna be a good fight, man. The build-up is great, the animosity is great, the platform, Free Fox, is great. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit right there, man, just go out there and support these two brothers, man. And let's see both of them, you know what I'm saying, put on a great show. What's up, Ness? So we got up on the docket next, Big Dog. I know you're over there working like
hella callers. We got a ringer though. Long Star State? What is it called? Longhorn?
No, Long Star State.
BoxingVoice.com.
When I was locked up in county jail, I thought the Southside was gonna fight. I knocked out the Southside. Teardrop.
BoxingVoice.com.
What you got to say about that, Deontay? What you got to say about that,
Hold on a second.
What's up, guys? Ness, Mike, what's good?
What up?
What up, champ?
Chilling. Just got out the gym. Honestly, I watched the fight twice. The first fight, Harrison Charlo, or Charlo Harrison, I should say. And I had it as a draw. I wish it would have been a draw. Reason being is I think Harrison I think he knew he lost, honestly, in my opinion. I think he knew he did. I don't think he knew he did enough. And same thing for Charlo. So if it would have went to a draw, we would have seen both men at their best, I believe. You know what I mean? They will both have something to come in and prove. But it didn't happen like that. It's hard for me to pick. It's a 50-50. I feel like if Charlo don't knock him out within the first 3 to 5 rounds, then I think it's going to get in his head and he's going to reach and he's going to feel Harrison's power. Because Harrison's got power. I like Harrison. I feel like the puncher, like, you know, you guys say the puncher traditionally wins the first and then the boxer wins the second. It could be vice versa. Charlo could knock this boy out. But, shit, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a real good fight. And I got Dubois or whatever. Ness, bro, that clip that you play of that his opponent is hilarious, bros. But it had me dying when you played it earlier, man. Anyway, smash the like button. TBV, if you're out there working or anything like that, grinding, smash the like button, subscribe, go to Patreon, and watch me whoop Southside Deucey. I'm out.
Daniel Tepora, I am going to knock you out.
Tim, talk to us on Skype.
What up, Tim?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yep, sir.
Dude, that last caller was kind of funny.
Turn it real down.
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Okay, so, oh, you know, Harrison versus Charlo, too? Is that what's going on, or whatever? Honestly, I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but I want Charlo to win, kind of, because I hope he wins by knockout. Because I think Charlo is just, like, I like his attitude. I like how he just goes out there and, like, I mean, I know, like, Harrison's, like, a better boxer or whatever. Like, he puts those stiff shots out there and shit like that. But, hey, Mike, you know what? Hey, and Ness, Joshua versus Wilder 50-50, dude, that's hella good, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, but anyway, I know I was kind of hard on Eddie Hearn, but I don't know who the hell fucking Dubois and Fujimoto are. Are they like bantamweights or something?
Heavyweights. Dubois is Frank Warren heavyweight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, well, anyway, about Daniel Jacobs and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., dude, that's a good fight too, but I think Daniel Jacobs is like more polished. And but Cesar Chavez, dude, I mean, he's a fighter, so anyway. As usual, like, I love your show and shit, but I gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. As always, we're gonna go down the line. We got Jerome. Talk to us.
What up, Jerome?
You.
What up?
What's good, fellas? Hey, is Daniel Dubois a featherweight? Yo, son was wilding, yo. Hey, look, man, I got Harrison, man. I'm not sure what's up with these Charlo brothers, man. I'm not sure if they got, and I'm not knocking any, I'm not making fun of them, but I really feel like, yo, they got speech impediments, man. They need to put them in classes, man, because like every time they talk, man, they always seem like they flustered, but that may not be the case. They may not, you know, like they may not have, you know what I mean? Their language might not be there, you know what I mean? So I got Harrison on this one, man. I'm not sure if because it's a gift and a curse, right?
You got Harrison based off language?
No. What I'm saying is that when it
Hey, yo, Mike, you trying to be funny, yo.
I'm gonna put it down. No, saying people get like KO. Some got about the distance. He got about language. It's cool.
What I'm saying is like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a gift and a curse with the Charlo, though. You know what I'm saying? He came out with Derrick James and knocking everybody out. Now that's what people expect of you. And if you don't do that, more than likely you're gonna fucking lose, man. Like, for real, because that's just the game. That's the name of the game, man. Like, We was used to seeing you boxing people, and all of a sudden you just knock out orders and you super tough. Fucking Noriega CNN, like fucking you just super tough guy now. Now you gotta go out there and show it. And if you don't, it's gonna be a problem, man. If you go out there and come on, man, like you can't talk all this crazy shit and you don't go out there and fucking deliver a savage knockout, man. I got Harrison, man, all day.
All right, Jerome, I got you down for Harrison, big dog. We got a super chat coming in from that one white boy. Southside versus white boy ain't going the distance. Fight of the night. Fire emoji behind that bitch. And we got one coming in from Henry Brown. I had to troll Ness. Don't want no mess. LOL. What you smoking? Stress? Watch Daniel Dubois with KO Wilder. Watch, Mike. Know what time it is. Dipset. Santana. That last part didn't rhyme, homie. But hey, first part did a good job. Who we got up next, Mr. Gibbs?
Lil Feezy.
What up, Feezy?
Hey, y'all, come back to me.
All right. I believe we got Mastermind on the line.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up, Dennis, Mike?
So you sick? Cause you sounding like it.
Oh yeah, I got the flu, man. But just wanted to call to make my pick. I got Harrison. I think he's gonna put a pretty decisive performance on Charlo. I think Charlo's aggression is gonna work against him. People can say what you want, but I've never thought he was as good as Jermell. Also, I have Daniel Jacobs surrounding Chavez Jr. in a very boring fight. I'd love for Jacobs to be the first one to stop him at a smaller weight. I think Fafara stopped him, but that was a full-on light heavyweight. So hopefully Jacobs can invest in the body and get him out of there. Also, Rosado and Dubois win. But that's my call, fellas.
All right,
Joseph,
Big Super Max.
Soon, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Lionel in Las Vegas.
What up, Lionel?
What's up? What's up? Real deal boxing talk. What's happening?
What's good?
Hey, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Harrison sound good. I watched the fight last night. Turned the mute off. I watched it on YouTube, round for round. I gave Harrison like maybe 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I gave him 4, maybe 7, and I thought 9. 9 could have been anybody's round, but I thought it was bull. And then when you watch the fight toward the end, right before they announce the winner, and they walk up and they start talking, it looks like to me Harrison is like, you got it, or good job. Like, he know he didn't win. With that being said, Charlo's a beast. He's been a beast. I think he's going to go in here and get this knockout, man. It's the truth. The truth going to come out in this fight, man. I really believe that. And like I said, I'm going to put my prediction on my page. And real quick, shout out to Ness. I reached out to you on IG. You gave me some inspiration and, you know, quick words real quick, and I started my little YouTube page. I just appreciate that, brother. And that's my call.
Appreciate you, brother. Anytime, man. Anytime. All right. What's up, man? You want to say something? You sound like you want to say something.
Nah. I thought you about to say something. I was just like, oh, let me not cut him off. What? He didn't say shit. It's okay. All right. Now, just anybody who's listening right now, smash that thumbs up button. You know what I'm saying? Push that thumbs up and make it match the people that are watching live. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We got Anthony, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, what up? Yo, I got Charlo winning by knockout by the 7th, 8th round. Danny Jacobs, he not hungry no more, man. He letting Canelo get him at a catch weight. I don't see him knocking homeboy out. He ain't hungry no more.
All right. Yeah, I never thought he was going to knock Chavez out. I mean, he did knock out Derevchenko or Saleki. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Davidian.
What up, Davidian?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just making sure because got another like headset, but not Apple. Should be, but yeah, nah. Great, great channel as always. Or great content. Yeah, I got I'm gonna say the Jacobs and Chavez. I got Jacobs. I mean, I don't know if he'll stop him, but he should beat him. I don't know. I'm not really big on. Last time I seen Chavez was when Canelo beat him up. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that fight. I mean, it'll be a good fight, but yeah, I got the Miracle Man. Of course, I'm going with Charlo. I gotta go with Charlo. I like Tony Harrison. He can box. I know it's gonna be a good fight, good boxing match. For me, and I'm not copying off the other callers, but I thought in the first fight, I didn't think Tony did enough. But like I would even agree with maybe even a draw. But you know, the judges. It was a close fight. I will admit that. So I guess I could see judges giving it to Tony, but it was close. I don't know. I think as long as Jermell makes the right adjustments, I think he's got a little bit more tools in his toolbox. I'm not sure about Tony. He all I know is he better be boxing his ass off come Saturday, because you know you don't want to get iced talking all that stuff. You know, and then you wake up and you see the black light or something. You don't want to do that. You're not gonna look too good. But I don't know. I think Jermell might knock him out, but we have to see. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I can't wait. It's a good time to watch boxing. Shout out to all the callers and TBV. I love listening to the show. I was listening earlier. Yeah, and that's my call. Actually, no. And Daniel Dubois, he should do his thing. I don't really know too much about him. I've seen him a little bit, but yeah, that's my call. Thanks. God bless.
Davidian, thanks for calling in. We got Throw in the Towel.
What up, Throw in the Towel?
Hey, what's up with y'all, man?
You got it.
Yeah, man.
What's going on,
First
partner?
of all, I want to say great show as always. I'm always checking y'all boys out. And hey, man, Harrison gonna win this fight, man. Charlo, everybody know it. Charlo, he too emotional. He gonna be even more emotional this fight. You know, for everybody saying Harrison lost the first fight, I want to know, why was the fix in? Why did all three judges have him winning if he didn't win? What do they have against Charlo? Can anybody answer that? Ness, Mike?
Oh man, it was a Charlo doubleheader. It was Lions only promotion, and it was their debut on Fox. So everything was right in line for Charlo's to pick up that victory.
Right, that's what I feel. But people, for some reason, saying the fix was in and they ain't like Charlo. But hey, like Tony said, this was a Lions only promotion. So I think he won, you know, and I think he gonna win again just because he feel like Charlo disrespected him at the end of the fight. I don't think the man told him he won the fight. I think the man told him it was a good fight, and you know we're gonna see what happens. Good fight. But he was emotional. He told everybody the man told him he won. And that's what really started. And I think because of that, I think Harrison going to pull it out, man. Plus, he down here training in the hometown, you feel me? So I'm rocking with Harrison.
And don't forget, man, up until that stoppage by Hurd, nigga, Harrison was winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just forget about the details inside that fight. Like, Harrison was boxing Hurd. He just could not take that pressure from Hurd. You know what I'm saying? He was catching Hurd with some good shots. Hurd just was a big guy with a lot of pressure.
Brandon, Cincinnati.
What's good, Mike? What's good, Ness? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up?
Yeah. What up with y'all? Yeah, I'm glad we ain't got a bunch of people jumping on Tony Harrison bandwagon and motherfuckers still picking Charlo. That's how I like it. Because I was like the only motherfucker pick Tony Harrison the first time. I was telling everybody, like, bro, it's about to be an upset. Nobody wanted to listen. They was on the Lions only bandwagon, and Tony Harrison boxed his head off, and I was just laughing. Like, I tried to tell niggas. Same with J-Rock and Hurt. I tried to tell everybody about that upset. Nobody wanted to listen. But I'm taking Harrison in the rematch. He's just an overall better fighter than me, man. I mean, ever since Jermell got with Derrick James, he's turned into like a wannabe Earl Spence, walking people down in a high guard, in a straight line, throwing everything at the same speed. But he ain't really got the knockout power or the body work to really pull that style off. So, you know, Tony Harrison, I don't know why people keep saying he's got a box. He ain't got a box to beat Jermell. He can knock Jermell out. He's got power. Y'all just going off that one fight. Y'all didn't start watching Tony to that last fight. Tony Harrison has never been really a boxer. He's been a puncher. Stand right in front of you, punch from different angles, both power in both hands. He's knocking niggas out. So I'm taking Harrison by knockout. I just think he's just an overall better fighter. Footwork is real good. He can punch from different angles. Like Mike was saying, if you watch the Hurd fight, he wasn't boxing Hurd. He was standing in front of Hurd, throwing punches from all angles. But the knock on Harrison all his career is that he just gasses out. He gasses out, and once he gets tired, he just loses focus and starts making mistakes. So if he can just, you know, if he fixed that stamina issue, I mean, he's the best 154 in the game. I mean, before the losses, he was pegged to be the next. What you say?
Last time. I said he fixed it
Exactly.
last time.
You say he didn't?
He did.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if he Ness probably can tell y'all, man, Harrison before the knockouts, he was, and people saying Charlo got him out of his character. I mean, Ness could tell you, bro, like before he started taking them losses, he used to talk shit. That Willie Nelson press conference, they was finna have a family brawl in that motherfucker, him and Willie Nelson. So he's always been kind of cocky. He humbled himself after the defeat, something that Jermell Charlo hasn't done yet. Jermell Charlo fucking blaming the world instead of saying, you know, I needed to make some adjustments and fix what I was doing wrong. So he, instead of making the adjustments, he gonna go in there and fight the same fight. And like I said, I got Tony Harrison knocking him out, man. Tony Harrison KO percentage higher than Jermell's. Jermell is not a power puncher. Ever since he's got with Derrick James, he's turned into this watered down Earl Spence, and that style just doesn't work for him, like I said. So I got Harrison winning by knockout.
All right, B, man. Thanks for calling in, big homie, man. We appreciate it. I didn't even know about the Willie Nelson and Tony Harrison press conference. So
I was there. I was there in Florida, man. That's why I met Tony the first time, I think.
Why you ain't never shared the damn story with me, man?
I mean, because he got knocked out.
I mean, but about the press conference, nigga, for the fight.
Yeah, the press conference is about that action because, Willie Nelson's from Ohio, man.
Oh, okay.
He's from, like, Youngstown or something, so he
Youngstown,
wanted all that action.
Yeah,
and Harrison was acting the same way he acting now. Like, he always been a slick talker, you know? He just need the stage. Killer! Yo, Killer's all the way from Sweden. Yo, I've always wanted a Killer caller, too. Cause I got this Killer beat and shit, but it's just pretty long, man. I can't even find it.
What up, Killer?
All right, Killer, what up?
Yo, I'm just chilling with my girl Inga over here.
Ingrid?
Inga? No, Inga, as you like to call her. I heard you guys talking when I called in last time. Not every girl in Sweden is called Inga, by the way. You guys killed me, man.
Hey, tell her we say what's up, man. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, exactly. Usually, unlike Ness, I usually go with the boxer in the rematches, but inactivity kills fighters more than anything, and, Tony has been out of the ring now for some time. Jermell, he has some momentum, but I really can't make out what he wants to be. He has the frame and athleticism of someone who should box, but he chooses to fight more like Triple G, and he doesn't have the punch. I don't understand what he's trying to do. He also lacks ring IQ. So, I mean, Harrison probably can make some adjustments, but I mean, the inactivity, that's what scares me about Harrison. So I'll have to edge it towards Charlo reluctantly, you know. And that's my opinion on that fight.
All right, killer, man. Anything else you want to talk about? We got Chavez Jacobs or Daniel Dubois.
No, just shout out to Shaniqua in New Jersey, you know. Because,
yo, so you know his girlfriend ain't no Inga. Right? He got a Shaniqua.
you feel me? You feel me? Yeah, you know.
Do you feel him, Mike? Do you feel him?
I like that right there, man.
Yo,
gotta give it to motherfucker. Take it right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, touche.
Yeah, I'm the next Patreon up, guys. I'm gonna join up, man. This is some fun shit right here.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Farid, you the man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, see ya, bro.
All right. I got to find that intro. I got it around here somewhere. Somewhere. It's like, killer. Kid, that old Cameron, bro. I used to love me some Cam, bro. Yes, sir. That was funny. He said, shout out to Shaniqua from New Jersey.
That shit is funny. We got one coming in from Henry Brown. If Charlotte KO Harrison, it's Charlotte. If Charlo KO Harrison.
Nah, I think he did that purposely. I was looking at that shit for a long time.
If Charlotte KO Harrison, and that's owe us 100 burpees on camera.
What?
So Sunday morning, I want to see if film all right.
Why?
My boy.
If I got to do 100 burpees, which is very hard.
What is burpees?
Bruh. You gonna have to
Like
you gonna have to
up and down.
It's like standing, drop into push-up position, jump back up, and hop. Then drop back down, push-up position.
Football shit. Yeah,
bruh, you kidding me? What he giving me if I win? You know what I'm saying? You wilding right now.
Oh, for Inga. 7 coming back.
Yeah, my name is Inga. He said, nah, I got me a Shaniqua.
Damn, 7. Why you?
What's 7 do?
Mike, these motherfucking Lakers got me hella mad. Come on, bro. I'm doing a show, man. All right? You don't need to nigga waste, you know what I'm saying? Sport my goddamn treatment. Damn, I gotta look at the score.
Some basketball stuff he talking here.
Yeah, I gotta look at the score.
We got Rod in the A7-0.
What's up, man? Can you guys hear me?
We hear that basketball game in the back.
Mike, I'm pissed off too, man. I'm sitting here watching this fucking game, get mad by the second, man. But I got two things to cover, man, because I didn't get a chance to get my call this morning. First off, I watched the fight twice, man. The first time I watched it live, I scored at 115, 113 for Charlo. I felt like Charlo didn't really put the foot on the gas in that fight. And I felt like now with all the shit talking, he's really pissed. And that was actually his downfall. It's crazy to hear people say his downfall is he's upset and emotional. I think his downfall in the first fight that left it open for the judges was the fact that he wasn't pissed off and he kind of let the guy get away with not putting the foot on the gas and trying to knock his ass out. But Harrison didn't do enough. I watched it again, and I scored at 116, 112 for Charlo. But, hey, when you leave it open like that, like Charlo did, shit like that happened. I watched judges give Canelo a 14-14 scorecard when he fought Floyd Mayweather. And the next thing I want to talk about, Ness, and I want you and Mike to answer this when my call is over, but do you think, to me, it seemed like fighters who get one loss get this sense of relief that they can dare to be great. And what I mean by that is I've always told people I felt like Floyd Mayweather would have been greater had he had one loss. Had he lost that fight to Luis Castilla and he didn't fear losing that, he would have taken chances like fighting Paul Williams and Margarito, and maybe he would have fought Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and guys like that. Because what the hell are you losing? You already got an L on your record, and I think that's what we're seeing in AJ. AJ got that loss, and he don't give a fuck now. He like, hey, bring on everybody, because the only way I could get there now is dare to be great beat and fight the Wilders and beat the Furies and beat everybody in my era, I don't have to worry about protecting my O anymore because that's not what's carrying me. What do you guys think about that? Do you think a loss for Mayweather would have taken more chances and maybe been a greater fighter with one loss on his record, or what? That's my call.
I mean, hard to say somebody who's undefeated would have been a greater fighter, who's considered one of the most defensively sound fighters of all time, with a loss on his record. I don't know, man. I think Floyd was Floyd. You know what I'm saying? People idolize him. Kids still talk about him. People still try to do the Philly. I mean, the Philly shell. So come on, bro. I don't know, man.
Tank Commander Zulu.
What up, Tank Commander Zulu?
Yo, what's up? What's up, TBV? Hey, I had to call back in. I called in a little earlier, but I had to jump off. Hey, the money is on Charlo. Do not bet against Charlo. Do not bet with Harrison. That first fight, to me, I didn't think Harrison deserved to win. He's a counterpuncher, and he may have done just enough to say, okay, well, we'll give him the nod. If anything, it should have been a draw, if anything. But I think Charlo really won that fight. There's no way. I don't believe Charlo's going to allow Tony Harrison to get away with what he got away with in the first fight. Like a true champion, he's going to come back and do what AJ should have did to Ruiz. He's not going to fight differently. He's just going to be more assertive. And when I say more assertive, he's going to make sure that those punches land. And when they do land, I don't see Harrison making it through the fight. That's my call, y'all.
All right, big dog. Thanks for calling in.
Yep.
Zoom down for Charlo.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. We got Samuel. Or Sam. I'm going to go with Rashid. You got to unmute yourself, champ. On Skype. There you go.
Yeah. You guys hear me?
We hear you. You got to get off that
What's
speaker,
up?
though, if you want to make it sound right. You can't be on speaker.
How about now?
You still sound like you're on speaker.
Damn.
So like you got a goddamn intercom over there, homie.
Yeah.
How do I sound?
I mean, just go for it, champ.
All right, man. So my name's Somali, man. I'm a first-time caller. And, I've been listening to you guys for 3 years now.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada.
Nice.
Yeah. For the Daniel Jacobs fight, that's this Saturday, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. So I got Jacobs winning that fight. Tony Harrison, Jermell Charlo. I enjoyed the first fight. I thought it was a close fight. I had to give it to Tony Harrison. For the rematch, I think I'm gonna go with Tony Harrison.
All right.
Yeah, and that's my call, guys. And I appreciate you guys doing the show. You guys are giving the boxing community a voice and giving our opinions, and keep it up, guys.
Appreciate it, homie. Thanks for calling in.
Definitely, man. Especially calling in Canada, keeping us international. Truly appreciate that. Let's see what we got. Pat in Beantown, talk to me.
What's going on, Pat?
Pat Beantown. All right, we're going out to N.O. Boomerang.
Yeah, man. We'll come back to you.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well talk. You the last of the Mohicans, basically.
Okay. Go ahead and get it out then, big dog.
All right. You know what I'm saying? I want to make my last picks. Daniel Dubois. And I got I'm trying to see, bro. I'm gonna go with Daniel Jacobs in the Chavez. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Daniel Jacobs. You dig?
Why you try to act like that was a hard pick to make?
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta make this shit interesting some type of way on this. You dig?
I got you down for Harrison,
fuck, we know there's a trap fight.
Jacobs.
Yeah, bro. Jacob by decision. And I'm gonna leave the rest of the picks alone.
I bet.
Yeah, that's me. That's my call, because I don't know when this bitch gonna go out, you dig? So, big up to everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Everybody stay up, all my truck drivers. I'm out, you heard me?
You heard me?
You the man, champ. All right, JD Boomerang.
What up, JD?
We went to you already?
Hold on, let me take this.
Did we go to him twice?
Yeah, one time. No,
okay.
Just once.
Yeah. Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I wanted to address one thing you had said, Mike. Fuck, I forgot the point you had made. Something about Charlo. Fuck, I didn't forgot my point. But it's a few callers, man, that called in and said some shit I like, and I want to shout them out real quick. CYP, JP, and there was a caller you just had about 3 calls ago. He was watching the game. I didn't get his name, but he said a whole bunch of real shit in my opinion. Yeah. So, but check this out, man. I didn't say how that fight was going in, the Charlo fight. I give him 6 rounds. I want to say 3, but I'm gonna give him 6. This shit gonna end in destruction, and I see him standing over his prey, kind of like Deontay Wilder did Severn in the rematch, man. The ref gonna have to pull him off, man. If that real, man. But that's all I got, man.
All right, JD.
JD Texas. That seems to be all the Boomerang. We got the Stainless twice, no?
Nah.
Stainless 2 times.
Busy, Stainless? You working?
He at work. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I'm out. Catch me tomorrow morning for another one, as we will continue to bring you as much breaking news and notes, headlines, interviews. We should have Custio Clayton. Keep the foot on our neck. Let us know in the comment section. Hey, guys, don't remember you got an interview scheduled at 9:30 a.m. as we do forget. We're trying to get the highly ranked WBO Custio Clayton. I think I'm pronouncing it Custio Clayton on the show, and it would be good to get him. We even going to get him on Skype, you know what I mean? He says he's going to use his sister's Skype, so it's all goody. So that'll be dope. Yeah, man, join us on the next one. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312, and you can follow me on YouTube at Mike on Sports. Catch me in about 15 minutes for that Lakers fourth quarter chat. Peace out.